some of you know this, but some of you may not. I work at a haunted house. And work starts at 7 and goes until about whenever the Grandmaster Poobah director guy decides that we're done. We're supposed to be done at midnight, but again, whenever he feels like we're ready to go is when we can go. And so that means some nights we don't get out until like 2 a.m. and you can kind of just sort of assume what nights you're gonna be stuck late and what nights you're gonna be able to leave like actually at midnight. So one night, like halfway through the season, we can kind of tell that we're gonna be there really, really late. And that's totally okay because one of my co-actors drove me to work, so I don't have to worry about driving. And I was just gonna spend the night at their house, but that night we got out earlier than we were expecting. So I was like, hey, sweet friend, could you take me home? That would be great. And I've got my keys, so I don't have to worry about being locked out, right? That would be wrong. That would be a wrong. I texted Liz when we were leaving, but she didn't answer, so I figured, I guess whatever, her phone's turned over, I do that too, it's fine. I get to the apartment, I unlock the first lock, and I go to open the door, and nothing happens. Because in Liz and I's old apartment, we have those locks that have like the ball in the metal thing, and so it gets stuck. I'm thinking, hey, it's only like 1:30. Liz is probably still awake. I'll just scream and get her attention. I'm literally like howling at the door and like scratching on it because was raised by cats apparently. I get nothing. No response whatsoever. No thing. I'm still stuck sitting in the hallway. So I start tweeting people. I'm like, hey, everybody, could you tweet at Liz and tell her that I'm stuck? I'm pretty sure she's still awake. She probably will see Twitter before she sees my text to her. There's like at least 5 of us tweeting and calling and texting, no response. Now comes the point where I start to panic because I'm not going to spend all night sleeping in the hallway of my apartment building. The thing about Liz and I's old apartment building is that I think it used to be a hotel and people are into like the old-timey city feel, and so we had a concierge desk, I guess, and someone would be there all night, and I'd already walked past the guy, and so he already knew I was here, and so I went back downstairs and I went up to the guy and I was like, hey, listen, I'm locked out of my apartment. My roommate is in the apartment, but apparently she sleeps like the dead and I can't get her attention. He's like, oh, okay, I'll try and help you. We start devising the most intricate plans. Like, we're looking up tutorials on YouTube, we're like reading about how to break into these locks, we're watching videos, we're like discussing the physics of getting like a strong enough piece of paper to push the metal away before the ball gets caught in the certain section where it can't move any farther. And we're like, we are serious about this thing. We get really, really close, and then this guy is just not having it anymore, and he breaks the metal. He like took it off its hinges and was like, ha-ha, we won! And then he was like, ha-ha, we won. So he leaves, I go into the apartment, I put all my stuff down, I go up to Liz's room, I put my hand on her doorknob and she shoots up out of the bed. Oh, you're home. And I'm like, yeah, I'm home. Weren't you supposed to be staying at your friend's house, right? I changed my mind, so I just decided to come back here. That deadbolt lock with the ball and chain lock, it's broken now. Did you break it? I was screaming at the door for you and you didn't hear me. Glad you got in, I guess. Yeah, me too. That's my story about how I B&E'd my own apartment.